In this lesson, we'll be adding a perspective camera view. Similar to the creation of sections and callouts, we have the ability to add a perspective view from anywhere in the model. And this gives us the advantage to include an isometric view with any situation we deem suitable for more information. The objective of this exercise is to add a perspective view to the model. Open the file you've been working on, or open the file called Chapter 4 and follow along. In the project browser, make sure under floor plans that you're in level 1. What I'd like to do is add a camera beaming down this hallway. To do that, we go to the View tab, and under the 3D views, there's a little drop down here called Camera. Click the Camera button, and what we have to do is 2 clicks. One click is where you're standing with the camera, and the other click is how far into the model you want to see. So I'm going to go right about here. And I'm going to pick this point, and I'm going to click it all the way down, and I want to see right past this doorway. You don't have to be straight. As a matter of fact, you probably won't be able to be. We can make this adjustment in a minute. I'm going to come right past this door, and notice our perspective line of sight. Our offset is 5'6", which is the average adult height. I'm going to pick a point right about here. That opens up our perspective view. On the View Control toolbar, let's set the detail level to Fine. On the visual style, let's set the hidden line to realistic. Now if we zoom in on the door, we'll see it actually looks realistic. Of course, we don't have any floors or ceilings, but we can still turn our shadows on. Let's click the Shadows Off button, and it'll turn shadows on. Let's turn the Shadows On button, and it turns shadows off. A word about shadows. Make sure you really want to turn the shadows on. If you have an elevation or a plan, and you have no intention on showing shadows on your drawings, don't turn them on. This is the one thing that's going to slow your model down the most. Go ahead and close out of this view by hitting the X. This brings us back down to the plan view. The funny thing about camera views is they disappear, and that makes sense. The problem is we want to find it and we want to rename it. So in the 3D views, we find that now we have 3D view 1 in addition to our default 3D view. Right-click on 3D 1 and go to Rename. Let's call it East Wing Corridor Perspective. And let's hit OK. The problem is if we want to make adjustments, we still can't see it. Right-click on East Wing Corridor Perspective. Let's go up to Show Camera. Now we can see the camera. Now we can change the view angle, we can change the depth, we can change all the things we want about the camera. We can physically move it to another location, we can do whatever we want. Hit Escape a couple times. Let's open up East Wing Corridor Perspective. Now remember, this is just another view like anything else. We have our crop regions, we have our view control, we have all these items. So if we wanted to, we could stretch this out a little bit to show a little bit more of the wall, just like any other view. Go ahead and close out of this view. Let's make sure we're in floor plan level 1. Type ZA, hit the save button, and we're all set. That's pretty up that corridor. It's great to be able to do this. Maybe the views won't go on a sheet, but it sure helps you understand a space and exactly what's going on.